I got this wooden sideboard that needed so much work, and I flipped it into a beautiful, stunning, Italian-inspired masterpiece. This piece was already upcycled by its previous owner, and it was solid wood, so heavy, but I knew that underneath this paint could be something really beautiful. My first step was to remove the drawers and make sure that they were all okay and not broken, and then I removed the original hardware as I was going to keep them and upcycle them to put them back on. Next, I wanted to get all this white paint off, so I used some spray paint stripper. I let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes and it bubbled up really nicely. Those bubbles let me know that it's time to scrape back, and look how satisfying this paint just peels off. As I peeled the paint away on the sides, I got really excited as this gorgeous marbled wood was underneath it all. I can't believe somebody painted this and covered it up. As I got most of the paint off, I also noticed that these cabinet door stops, I no longer needed those or the hooks, so I removed them. For the harder to reach areas around the front of the metal cabinet doors, I used a wire brush to scrub off the paint that I could. After I got off as much paint as I could, it looked like this crazy mess. At this point, I knew it was time to get out my power tools, so I got my rotary drill, and this was really easy to get those detailed sanding areas. And then I got out a power file. This is so good for just wiping that paint off in those hard to reach nooks and crannies. Next, I used my Orbital Standard to work on the top of this unit. It had some really dark varnish, but this sander got right through it and revealed some more stunning wood grain. Once I sanded everything down, I've revealed this stunning wood grain. I mean, this must be at least 100 years old. As the inside was already painted, I got the color burlap, which is also another go-to neutral, and I painted the inside so you would see that between the metal cabinet doors. Next, I created a paint wash with that same paint, which is half paint, half water. I mixed it up and I applied it all over this piece, and when it dried, it really lightened up that wood and gave it almost a sun-bleached wood effect. As for the hardware, I used some bronze gilding wax just to lighten it up a touch and add that shine back to it. And the final step was sealing the piece. I used some clear wax and really buffed it into the wood grain. And as I buffed it in, it just really made it rich and beautiful, and it looked like $1,000. I also used some of that bronze wax back over the metal doors just to buff and spruce them up a bit. Then I brought my piece inside. I decorated it with tons of vintage Italian finds. And this is the before, guys, and this is the after. I love the outcome of this piece. It is just so cozy. It has the Italian Tuscany countryside feel to it. What do you guys think? I love it.